Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Northridge for our annual Dinner at the Ridge. It's time to celebrate. Finally, we can be in person. Get ready for an evening of fun with the Northridge family to support our nights. There will be music, entertainment, opportunities to win amazing raffle and auction items featuring the Auction Dream Team, Pat Healy and Brett Baugh, Northridge Headmaster Neil Fagan, Northridge students, staff, and parents. And now, introducing your MC for this evening, Northridge Director of Admissions, Joe Egan.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dinner at the Ridge 2022. We are finally here, back in person, and so excited to be with you all here at Dinner at the Ridge. Just so everyone knows, this is Northridge's first ever hybrid event, meaning there are hundreds of people here in person and thousands listening across the globe, from end to end, thousands. So hello to everyone listening from afar, and hello to everyone here. We are so excited to be with you all tonight. And our theme this year is It's Time to Celebrate, and I couldn't think of a better time to celebrate. We've made it through a tough year, a challenging year, but we've got tons of entertainment for you all, from students to our entire Northridge community, and we're so excited to be here. But first up, we want to recognize this past year, all the challenges and the triumphs. So let's play now a year in review.
Breaking news just a short time ago, the governor of Illinois announcing all schools in Illinois will be closed.
Illinois reported more than 4,000 new cases yesterday. 3 consecutive days at 8% or higher triggers new restrictions.
The coronavirus forcing millions more Americans into virtual lockdown.
It's going to be learning from home for the remainder of the 2019-2020 academic year.
I'm a Chicago police sergeant. We went to work the first day of COVID and we never went back. And you know who else did that? Northridge. And I am so impressed by them. Northridge students will remember a time when a lot of their friends sat at home behind the computer and went to school. But they didn't. They were here and they never skipped a beat. Never once.
Those days actually were a lot. My anticipation was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be crazy. The kids actually really rose to the occasion. And when they got taught what Zoom is, what Turnitin.com is, how can you make sure that your Zoom account will work, all of them, I mean, really without exceptions, I know it sounds crazy, they all were very receptive to what we needed them to do.
What stands out about Northridge during COVID, or really the difficult times, is intelligence.
We started to plan the fall reopening immediately after the shutdown on March 13th. Neil approached me and one of my colleagues and asked us to begin to research what was happening really worldwide in terms of reopening of schools. So we spent basically 2 months gathering data from all over the world and all over the country.
The first project that we worked on were getting the cameras all set up for every classroom.
The bandwidth requirements that we needed to be able to do that reliably would normally require 9 to 12 months of planning to actually execute. And we had approximately 4 weeks to try to make that happen.
So we needed to make more space in the classrooms. So we took walls down, and now we have less classrooms. So we needed to expand the school outside and put more classrooms outside of the building. So that's how we came up with the idea to do mobile classrooms, and that was a really big challenge to do that, yeah.
We just came in and worked out a plan and got it done, and it, as you can see, it worked out well for the whole year.
The first day of school this particular school year was crazy because kids wanted to see each other so much. These kids wanted school so much. On that first day, you might as well say we're gonna hand out a suitcase full of $100 bills. They were so happy to be there. It was, seldom. Now, first days, everyone's always pretty happy. This was the happiest of happy first days of school.
Northridge is very special place. You know, it's like an extended family. We had help from everybody. Students helped us out, volunteers, parents, contractors, teachers, everybody was involved.
The longest day I put in was 20 hours. There wasn't a day I wasn't here at least 12 hours. I never got sick, and I was able to continue through the whole time because I think I was doing, helping implement what God wanted for Northridge.
I volunteered to take temperatures at the front door. What was inspiring was that everyone was involved. It was a whole community, like a great big family.
When it comes to this year, we were able to have mass in the large gym. The adaptability of people such as John Kessler Jr., Ante Maravich, and others just getting this space to be usable. The gym this year was a lunchroom, but what's great about it, and what I think is the notion that the Mass is the heart of our school, the idea that we are able to continue doing this. Father Leo said it very well. This altar moves. A lot of kids started going to daily Mass this very year, which is really cool because I think the effort it takes for Father Leo and the maintenance guys, I think they felt it.
We have an older son who's in the 11th grade, and he had been attending a school near our home. He had struggled with learning. To the point where he was asking my wife to drop out of school. So he eventually came to us and asked to transfer to come to school with his brother.
So then he started asking Tom more questions about what the environment was like over here, and he was happy about coming to school, and that just shows. So then we called the school, and they were willing to set up an interview for us. So we were very fortunate. We are very grateful.
We've never had a school go out of our way for a family in the way that Northridge did, ever.
I believe that we stuck true to our mission, and we're here to educate and to help form the character of young men, and that was always the overriding purpose. I hope people look back and think and say that we handled this with a great deal of calm and poise and composure.
Again, to everyone who carried us through this difficult, tough, and challenging year. I'm so thankful for every person in this Northridge community who worked together to get us where we are today. And I'm also thankful that it's finally time to celebrate. And what better than some student entertainment in that celebration? So right now, I'm going to introduce our first entertainers for the evening, seniors Emmanuel Loberanes and Brandon Vasilino. What? They're not here? Oh. Okay, so if everyone, I'm just gonna figure this out real quick. Just give me a second. I'll be back in a second.
Emmanuel.
Oh, hey, you looking for me?
Yeah. Are you still gonna perform your skit for Dinner at the Ridge tonight?
Right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Wait. My name is Norm Conform. And I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
Tonight is the night in which Northridge raises money to support its visions for the future, is it not?
That's correct. Are you a new parent or a parent of a student here?
Well, no. But I have a vision for the future of Northridge. Imagine a Northridge that is up with the times. No messy freedom of beliefs. No independence. Everything conformed into one uniform school. With the money raised tonight, we could transform Northridge into a castle of conformity. That would be beautiful. Wouldn't you think?
No, that would go against everything Northridge was founded on. Northridge is all about freedom.
I was afraid you'd say that. No matter. I have my own backup plan.
Whoa.
As you can see, I have built this time travel device. With it, I will travel back in time to last year's Dinner at the Ridge and steal the money raised to create my own perfectly conformed vision of Northridge.
No, you can't do that. I guess I should probably tell someone about this. Okay.
I have some good news and some bad news. So the good news is that there's 30 auction items and 30 raffle items you can bid on now, so check those out in the back corner there. The bad news is that in my first year as admissions director, I somehow managed to lose a student through some crazy time portal. So in the meantime, I was able to locate the middle school choir, and they've agreed to come on and perform Lean On Me for you all while I just figure out what's going on backstage. All right, middle school choir, everyone. All right. Middle school choir, everyone. Way to go, guys. All right. Just a quick reminder, if you would like a drink, please feel free to ask your waiter. And we just had some White Sox tickets added to the raffle, so you might want to check that out. There was a walk-off last night, at White Sox in the White Sox game. But back to what we're really here for. Has anyone seen the student that I lost? Anyone? No? No? Anyone seen Emmanuel? What? Someone's calling. Oh, it's him.
Mr. Egan.
Hey.
I don't know what's going on, but somehow I'm at last year's dinner at the Ridge. Look.
I can't believe, Dwight, how generous people have been tonight. Dwight, I am just super grateful because the Northridge community tonight has responded incredibly well. It's just wonderful to see that we raised so much money in this really tough time. And you know what? I really think that with this money, I mean, look at it, Dwight. I think with this money, we can make it through the pandemic.
Or it will be used to change Northridge forever.
What just happened? Who was that, Dwight?
I gotta stop Conform and save Northridge.
What's going on? What just happened?
Oh, shoot. Okay. So it appears like that evil doctor somehow went to last year's dinner at the Ridge, stole all the money from 2020 Pat Healy with his face painted, and somehow took that to another space-time continuum. And guys, if there's anything I know about my obsession with time travel movies, it's that if something in the past gets interrupted, then something in the future gets interrupted. So I really apologize if you all get eviscerated in the next 20 minutes. I'm really sorry. Okay, does anyone have any ideas on how I can save Emmanuel? Anyone?
Yes.
Alex?
I do.
What? What's
is
this?
a time travel machine.
How'd you get this, Alex?
Well, I bid on it on the auction for the Northridge, you know.
Wow, those auctions sure are awesome. What else do we have there, Alex, in the auction?
I saw a trip to Florida
Ooh.
and a Ryder Cup trip.
I know an admissions director who would love a ticket to the Ryder Cup, just so we're clear, okay? Oh, he's calling me. Is this Emmanuel?
Mr. Egan.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe this.
What?
But I'm in some sort of alternate universe in which Northridge became evil or something. Look for yourself.
Now, students of Conform Academy, pledge your allegiance to conformity.
We pledge allegiance to the conform and the uniform degrees of conformity.
Yes. Yes! It looks like we have an intruder. Conform students.
Hey, guys. Wait! No! No! I said I like your glasses! No! Don't make me conform!
Pour him a glass of Conform Kool-Aid.
No!
And introduce him to our society.
No! No! Stop! Stop! No! Don't make me conform! Ah!
Time to conform.
My career's over. Okay, we gotta figure this out. You know what? Let's form a task force. Nancy Kopecki, Laura Bennett, Hugo, where are you, Hugo? Pat, Shane Ayers, I know you know a lot about those time travel movies, and Joel Sakris. I need an answer in 5 minutes. And guys, no press conferences, okay? All right. So while we're figuring that out, you know, we've really been. Let's take a break from the entertainment and focus on why we're really here, to buy raffle tickets. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The reason we're really here is to support Northridge's mission. We've gone through some tough times, and there's a lot of gratitude to go around to many people in this building, in this room, and everywhere in our Northridge community. Let's hear from our students now.
My name's David Fuentes. I'm a senior here and Vitus Hall leader.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. My name is TJ Gorman, and this is my first year at Northridge.
My name is Nate Davis.
My name is Frank Svanacini. I'm the leader of Cavalier Hall.
My name is Kevin Finley. I am in 6th grade here at Northridge.
I'm John Luke, and I'm thankful to be at Northridge.
I'm thankful to be at Northridge during this tough COVID year.
I'm thankful to be at Northridge.
I'm very grateful to be at Northridge this year.
I'm thankful to be in person here at Northridge.
I want to thank the Northridge teachers and staff because they've all been working so hard to keep the school open. The cleaning crews have been coming overnight and so early in the morning just to clean the school so we stay open.
I think the biggest testimony to the teachers is not only being in person throughout the whole year, which almost no schools here did, but also being able to put on hall events. Without them, none of that would have been possible, and I think it shows a lot about the character of the teachers and the character of the school.
Thank you to all the Northridge teachers and staff for helping us stay open and helping us academically and still having fun with us during this year.
I want to thank Mrs. Corder and Mrs. Kopecki for keeping everything organized.
Thank you, Mr. Jankowski, for being the golf coach this year and also teaching us math. Definitely made it a year I'll never forget.
Mr. Diamond, thank you for the very good text selection this year in Dante's Inferno and the picture of Dorian Gray.
Thanks, Mr. Sackers, for teaching us all chemistry.
Reading them in your class and discussing them has really changed my outlook on a lot of things.
I thought chemistry would be very hard, but you helped me and a lot of students make chemistry a lot easier to understand, and even really fun to learn.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fagan, because you fought so hard to make the school stay open, where rather all the other schools are still at home e-learning.
I'd like to make a very special thank you to the Healy brothers, Joe Egan and Mr. Chong. They do a lot of behind-the-scenes work that goes unnoticed, and without them we couldn't be open. Thank you.
Go Knights.
So we've all pitched in, we've all done our part, and thank you again to everyone who's turned that tough year into one of Northridge's greatest ever. And there's one man in particular who has captained our ship during these turbulent times. I'd like to invite him up here now to speak with us all. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our headmaster, our captain, Neil Fagan.
Oh, thanks, guys. No. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you very much. And isn't it great that we're here together in person? This is the first time we've been together as a community in well over a year, and thank goodness it is about time. It is about time. So let's give it up for that. Yeah. We're a community. And the community is built on real human relationships that are live and in person. We need this event. And I'd like to reflect on the implications of this. Just as we need to come together in person here tonight, our boys needed to be in person. Northridge had to be in person this year. And not just for the academics. Obviously, everyone learns better in person, and that was proven over and over again. But more importantly, being open was crucial for our special mission. At Northridge, we do more than teach minds. We build men of character. And the foundation of how we do that is our relationships with your sons. Genuine, real, warm relationships. And those relationships can't happen over Zoom. We were in person because as a school, we are personal. And because we were in person, we had a great year, as so many have mentioned. Classes, one-on-one advising, daily mass, access to the sacraments, sports teams, Hall Fest. The seniors were amazing in making them happen. Class outings. It all happened as if this were almost a normal year. And in addition, your sons had the benefit of some real hardship. They learned how to deal with a crisis, how to confront obstacles and overcome them. And this is very good for them. So tonight, it is time to celebrate all of this. But I think it's worth asking, how did this happen? How, when we had a building already at full capacity, did we find a way to 100% follow the protocols and be in person 100% every single day from day one? How did this happen? And two things come to mind. One is this incredible unity that we have here. Parents, teachers, staff, students, alumni, past parents, everyone is so united around the mission of the school. One of you here tonight once shared your opinion, and I think it's true, that after your choice of spouse, where you decide to send your child to school is the most important decision you can make in life. And as I said, I think that's true. Our mission is so important to us, to all of us who are here tonight and who are watching online. And being in person is so important to accomplishing that mission. But it took everyone united around this goal to actually be in person, and I mean everyone. No teacher once ever complained. The boys needed this. That was clear, and so we had to do it, regardless of the personal risks it meant for our teachers. And nobody ever mentioned that. No student ever said, "I can't believe this year is happening to me." No pity at all. And that's a reflection on you parents. And parents, you guys were amazing. I don't know how many emails you received from Mr. McGovern, but it must have seemed a deluge all year long. At the last minute, Sunday nights, you had to change your schedule, stay home, take calls from Laura and Emmett, no complaints. We were actually only once called by the state. And what's incredible, that all year we were only actually called once. And it was this call, it was about a COVID case, and they were doing contact tracing. And while this official was asking about the student, and as we were describing the circumstances, you could picture the facts dawning on this person on the other line. And she said, "Wait, you're fully in person? We've never heard from you. Don't you have more cases?" "Well, yes, but we've only had 1 or 2 transmitted in the school." This was back in February. And she replied, "Well, you know, you should be reporting every case." And on our end, it was Laura Bennett taking the call. And Laura said, "Well, I'm not sure. We do a very good job figuring out each case. We can trust our parents to notify each other, and that's just a better way of doing things. We have a lot of trust here." The official said, "I'm not sure about that. I think you should be reporting to us." And then Laura, in her shrewdness, said, "Well, let me ask, are we required to report each case?" And the official, "No, not technically." Laura said, "Okay, well, we'll think about it." And of course, we never did. Let's give it up to Laura. But we knew we didn't have to, and it's because of this unity. We knew we could trust our parents. It's tough to notify your friends when your child is exposed, but you did it, and we knew we could. So being open took every one of you, took every one of us. Everyone pitched in. Everyone did their part. The unity of purpose was essential to staying open, and the unity here is incredible. And the second reason we were able to stay open is that people sacrificed. Most of our staff had almost no summer at all. And I think probably the hardest time came actually in May and June. And we all remember back in March we had to shut down, and here internally we had to reinvent ourselves as a remote school. And by May, everyone is just exhausted. But if we wanted to open again in August, we had to get going and reinvent ourselves again, or we would run out of time. And everyone just pushed forward. The staff here really sacrificed in an incredible way during that time, and we owe them a lot of gratitude. But it wasn't just them. You parents made sacrifices. Yeah, we can give them a round of applause, please. But it wasn't just them. Over the summer, many parents and many alumni volunteered to help. We had whole teams of alumni working several weeks moving all the furniture. We had to clear them all out so we could use every spare inch for the distancing. Many parents spent days here helping when they could. You saw the Arnolds. Mr. Arnold was here for hundreds of hours. Let's give that man a round of applause. Without him, we would not have had those cameras. And without those cameras, our teachers wouldn't have been able to teach near as easy. It was wonderful. Our teachers didn't even have to think about Zoom. It was student-led, and Jeremy and Jack and Mr. Arnold really did it. But finally, our donors made really generous sacrifices. So back in April, as we were planning for reopening and budgeting what it would take, we realized that it was way beyond the scope of our normal budget. And we began what we called the Bridge Campaign, to bridge an expensive year. And our benefactors, many of you here tonight, poured out their support. We quickly raised nearly $400,000. And with those gifts, yes, give them a round of applause. Thank you. And with those gifts, we were able to obtain the trailers, order Zoom equipment, buy the air filtration equipment, remove the walls, and do many other things that were needed to stay open. If you ever doubt whether your donations have an impact, let me assure you, without your donations, we would not have been in person. There is no way we could have done that. So staying open certainly put Northridge even more on the map, as you heard. Our admissions office was swamped, and it wasn't just for transfers this year, but even more for next year. And I'm happy to announce that for the first time in Northridge history, every grade in the middle school has a waiting list, which is just wonderful. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah. And our high school will be the biggest ever. And these are great young men and families who are joining us. So this has been wonderful for Northridge. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Thank you. A year and a half ago, when all this began, someone pointed out to me a phrase that St. Josemaria would say, and I shared it with you in I think the first letter I sent out on the pandemic. It was omnia in bonum. It's a quote from St. Paul, and it's Latin for God turns all things, even the bad ones, into good. The pandemic has brought much sorrow, but we've seen, and you've seen, how much good it has done. It has done so much good for your sons and for us as a school. And the lesson from this is that if we put Northridge in his hands, and we stay united as a community, and we trust that if we sacrifice, then he will turn our meager efforts into great good. And Northridge and your sons will continue to thrive the way they are today. So thank you for your unity. Thank you for your sacrifices and for your generosity and for all the service to this awesome mission of building men of intellect and character who love God. This is a cause worth celebrating. Go Knights! Thank you.
Thank you, Neil. Let's stand up. Thanks, Neil. Okay, so I've been trying to think about this. I've consulted with my task force, and you know, the money was stolen from last year's dinner at the Ridge, so we're gonna have to come up with some money now to go save the past and save us now. And I couldn't think of two better people to do that than Northridge's very own CFO, Pat Healy, and his partner in crime, Brett Ball. Give it up for them, everyone!
Hey, Joe, before you get off stage, hold on. Let's keep it going for Joe Egan. He's doing a terrific job, isn't he? No, Joe, get it back up here. You know, minus the whole little item of losing one of Northridge's finest. You know what, I will tell you, Pat, last year, we struggled through the pandemic and we raised funds during the pandemic. And this year, we have Norm Conform. You know, back to back, they don't make it easy for us, do they? But we are the fundraising dream team.
Let's give it up for Brad! Here we go!
Clap. Okay, Pat, before I turn it over to you, hey, I got a question for you. Are you up for the challenge of raising money tonight for Northridge?
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for the funds we're about to raise right now.
Let's do it. Are you folks ready up for the challenge?
And Brad, before we begin, I'd like to give a shout out to everyone at home, including my family in San Diego. Mom, Dad, I know you're watching. I love you very much. I hope you're doing well. And please, please keep praying for us tonight.
Absolutely. So before I tell everyone how to give, Pat, let's talk about what we're doing. Everyone at home, let's talk to them as well and give a couple shout outs real quick. And then let's talk about our fund and what we're doing here tonight and raising money. Mine is saving Emmanuel.
100%. Yeah, we got to get that money back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're counting on your support to do that. And so first off, I'd like to explain just fund a need. Some of you may not know this term. Most of you probably do, but just in case. So fund a need means we've got a little need for the school that we've identified, and we're going to use your funds to accomplish the completion of that need. So fund a need. Pretty easy, right, Brett?
Fund a need.
Great. So Neil mentioned that our enrollment is growing. We are bursting at the seams, thanks be to God, and we have got a bunch of needs that we have, but in particular one that I'm going to tell you about tonight. And Brett, should I tell them right now or wait?
I say that you tell them exactly what we have going on tonight. It's going to be so important that they know where their funds are going to impact.
100%. All right, so we have 6 things that we're going to do with your funds, with your generosity. So we're going to do 2 new advising rooms because we just don't have anywhere to advise your sons. And we love advising. It's very good. It's very good for your sons, for your family ultimately. I myself am an advisor, and sometimes it's hard to find a place. I see Edwin Carbajal. Edwin, you're probably listening to me right now. Give it up for Edwin Carbajal!
Put your hand, folks, Pat, let me stop you right there just for 1 second. I always ask a lot of Northridge. I have for the last 3 years. Tonight is going to be no different. Folks, I need you to come alive, and I need that energy, okay? We need that giving energy. It creates other giving energy. So let's give shout-outs.
Yeah, we'll get it. So yeah, we need advising rooms really badly. Edwin usually advises in my office, and he's got no other place, and there's many other advisors out there who need that support. We've got a picture of Edwin right here to my left on the big projector screen. So 2 new advising rooms. Then we've got 2 new teacher workspaces because teachers can no longer work at the classrooms because we have so many students filling those classrooms. So we're literally out of space. And then just to kind of have a little bonus out there, we're going to create 2 new staff offices. We've got great staff, and these will be for a couple of our staff members. So 2 new advising rooms, 2 new teacher workspaces, and 2 new staff offices.
Okay, this project is going to require new furniture. We, of course, have to do the construction. Again, all 6 spaces that we are going to do, 6 rooms, renovating for the betterment of our students. We're doing this project in-house, ladies and gentlemen, to save a little money, but still, that project is going to cost, drum roll please, $80,000, and I know we can do that and raise that money tonight. So, Pat, what I'd like to do next is, again, I know we can make it happen. I'm going to ask you, do you think we can make that happen, $80,000 tonight? Let me hear you. I love it. Okay, so I want to point out one thing that's going to be very important to us, and it's going to be right behind me. It is our 3rd member of our dream team. It's the thermometer. Let's
get that thermometer up there.
There we go.
Team.
There it is.
All right.
Now, last year it was a little smaller because I was on your home TV, but we supersized it this year. We definitely supersized it. So let me explain how to give. Okay, so this is very important, though, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are going to be going in levels. So once you find a level that feels good, just wait for me to announce that level. We're going to do a special level to start off with. Pat, it's very simple. Here is how the 4 easy ways to donate. You can either use your web browser, for those of you at home, web browser, or you can do it by text message. You can call us. The ladies in the office, Nancy and Carol, are in the office. We're at your table. Have pledge forms, okay? You can utilize those.
And I'm just going to check to make sure. Raise your hand if you've got a pledge form at your table. I just want to make sure everyone got those pledge forms.
Show us the pledge form.
All right. Sounds great. So we're not doing paddle raise. That's kind of going away. And so we've moved on with the time spread. But we do have these pledge forms, and that's one of the 4 easy ways to donate. So keep going, Brad.
Okay. So 1, if you have a browser, Safari, Chrome.
I think it's Chrome.
It is Chrome, I think. Chrome or Explorer, go to northridgeprep.org//dinner and click donate. It's going to be on the upper right-hand part of your screen if you're doing a web browser. If you're using your cell phone, it's going to be on the lower right. Again, if you're using a computer, the button will appear, and you just fill out all the information. You can donate right there through web browser. Again, that's northridgeprep.org/dinner using the Fun and Need browser. Let's talk text, okay? Text, we have a shortened text. Grab your cell phones, ladies and gentlemen. If you're at home, you can grab your cell phones and text to give. You text Northridge, your amount and name to 41444. Again, that's 41444. You can also follow along on the screen. And once you do that, you'll receive a message and just reply to that message, donate that way. Number 3, our hotlines are now open, ladies and gentlemen. Carol, Nancy, they are in the office. If you'd like to call in with, maybe somebody wants to get $50,000 tonight, maybe $100,000. Call Carol, call Nancy. The number is 1-847-375-0600. The ladies are in the office. Let's give them a big round of applause and let's
Carol and Nancy Kopecky.
They do a ton, don't they? Okay. Our fourth and final, if you're in person, we talked to, everyone got their sheets? Have they started filling them out? We're going to have runners, Pat, that are going to bring those up to us. Okay, they're going to bring us up. We have our runners ready. Okay, so you just fill those out. I'm going to tell them, we're going to start this off in just 1 second. But here's what we do. If you're donating in person right now, and if you want to give $10,000, pledge $10,000.
Whoa!
Right
so
now.
you're up in the game here. You got 10,000. Oh my goodness!
I am $10,000, and my auctioneer sense is tingling
you really
right
think
now.
Our audience is that generous, Brett?
I know that they're that generous. I was here last year. I've been here for 2 years. I know, in fact, one person in this room is that generous. So if one person or two or three, if they want to do $10,000 right here, right now, then come up to the stage. You're going to be on broadcast. Should
we do it now, Brett, or wait a little bit?
What do you think? Let's do it now.
All right. Okay. Let's see. $10,000 donors. We are going up from our $5,000 category. This was just a
Everyone
call
likes
by
prizes, right?
$10,000. Do we have any $10,000 donors in the room?
Anyone? Fill out that pledge sheet. I'd like to see one. Hey,
all
you know
right,
what?
we got
Come on down,
right
sir.
over there. And he's bringing it up himself. Here we go.
He is bringing
Give it up for a $10,000 donor. All right.
A $10,000 donor. Okay, Matthew, I see him. Thank you so very much. That is a pledge. We're going to have runners. Runners, get ready. Okay, the ice is now broken, ladies and gentlemen. That's $10,000. Our thermometer will reflect it here momentarily. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's start our fund, and they're going to start popping here on, look at all the donations that are already coming in online. And we have a lot of numbers. Pat, let's start recognizing some of those.
Yeah, and Brett, you know what? I'm going to do the donation right here, right now, because I can. I've got my computer, so I'm going to do that $10,000 donation right here, right now. You carry on, all right?
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, our next level. Is there anyone else at $10,000? Would anybody else like to be on our broadcast for $10,000? I kind of wish I had a time machine and asked for $25,000. Okay, let's close out the $10,000.
All right, so we got it up there. We are at $18,000, and we are excited. We're on fire, Brett.
Okay, we are on fire. I know we're going to do better. $5,000, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get those donations in. Our next level is going to be $5,000.
But Brett, I mean, come on. There has to be another $10,000 donor.
Hey!
Oh, wait a minute. We got the money.
We're getting some money.
We're getting ready to give this back to Joe Egan,
Emmanuel,
man.
we're coming for you, buddy. We're coming for you.
Joe Kurkowski, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay,
that
let's keep it coming. The level is going to be $5,000, folks. $5,000. Runners, raise your hand. You know what? Here's what I want to do. You guys are all sitting down. If you give $5,000, I want you to stand up in your chair and wave your little pledge for
Whoa!
See it.
I just saw it go up to $28,000. Did you see that?
Anonymous just gave $10,000. We're at $28,000. Uh-oh, somebody online, you know what? Our friends online and at home, you are doing killer right now. We just raised, we're at $33,979. Folks, let's keep them coming. Somebody in the room, stand up at $5,000. Get your pledge sheets ready, and $5,000 will be the level.
And Brett, let me stop you there because this morning, I'm going to tell you guys a story. You know, I love
stories.
I woke up this morning. I was trying to catch up on emails. You know, I've been doing this Dinner at the Ridge prep. It hasn't taken long, maybe an hour a week or so, especially in the last week. But, you know, I woke up just to see who had emailed me in the morning, and I saw a donor who asked to remain anonymous, and he said, Pat, I would love to donate $5,000 to Dinner at the Ridge Fund a Need.
Yes, anonymously.
That's right. So I'm going to plug it right in. And I'm going to say he is anonymous, and the thermometer is going to go up.
Folks, let's clap for him. You guys can do better. That's $5,000. Okay, let's start. Hey, we have more money for Emmanuel. Good job. Okay, so let's recognize a couple people who have donated, and I know our online donors versus in-room donors. I'm going to open up another level. So the $5,000 level is open. $4,000 level is now going to be open here in the room and online. We have Larry and Evie. Okay, they just gave $500. The Torres family just gave $500. Dan and Tita just gave $5,000. Where are you? Let's give them a big round of applause.
There they are. I see them with my very eyes. Thank you so much, Dan and Tita. Thank you so much, Evie and Larry. We are so grateful for your support. And I think we got some energy in the room, Brad.
We do. We need more energy. I want to see everyone a lot of energy. You know what? I always say this, folks. You know what? Generosity begets generosity. And what you do here tonight is so very important. Donna and Ed gave $200. We appreciate every penny counts. Jose Parra just gave $104. Why don't you take, this is pretty fun, Pat. Why don't you take a couple of them?
Absolutely. We've got Joel Sacres, one of our staff members. I mean, guys, he's giving as a teacher. Let's give him for Joel Sacres.
Let's give him some applause. Let's give him some applause. Okay.
Then we've got Sheila and Jim Lothian at the $400 level. Let's get it for Jim and we've got Jim and Sheila. There you go. Sorry
As we're recognizing, no, it's all good. As we're recognizing, let's do this level, ladies and gentlemen. We have our $5,000, $4,000. I'm going to open another level at $3,000. I want to see somebody come up here at $3,000. Let's create some energy. What do you think, huh?
You want to see him come up to
I do.
the table?
Yes, it's been so long since I've seen him. It's been 2 years. So let's do it at $3,000. Let's open that level up as well. See if anybody online wants to give $3,000. All you watching at home?
And as you're saying that, Brad, so there is a current parent whose birthday is today, and I'd like to give her a shout out. So Sheena Lucas, let's give her a round of applause. It's her birthday.
Where's Sheena at? Where is she?
I don't know where she's at, but she's somewhere.
Oh, we have more coming.
Whoa, we got some more money, and we're at $53,000.
Where's Sheena at? Sheena.
I don't know where she's at, but.
Sheena, where are you?
All right, happy birthday,
Sheena. Okay, if I can get somebody to give $5,000, Pat Healy is going to sing a full rendition of Happy Birthday to you.
Oh, jeez,
okay?
I don't think I can do that, Brad. I don't have the voice.
Yes, you can. You better do-re-mi. You better limber up there, Pat.
I'm not so sure, man.
If somebody gets $5,000 right now.
Last year, it was $25,000 to get my face painted. It's about the same to sing Happy Birthday, so we'll skip that one till later.
Ah, come on. I'll sing happy. If somebody gets $5,000, I'll sing happy birthday to you, okay, dear?
All right, and then we've got some more people. We've got Hector and Ana Borges. I don't think they're in the room, but they're probably watching from home. Hector and Ana from my country of Mexico. Les mando un saludo con todo mi corazón. Saludos a todos y a sus familiares. Thank you, thank you.
Yes. Okay, folks, we're well on our way, okay? We are well on our way. We're 75% complete. We have $60,902 last time. I know we're going to get this done. And so I'm going to open up some more levels. $2,500 level. And so anybody in the room, and get those runners' attention. Let's get it on the thermometer. And I'm also going to do let's do a $1,500 level. A $1,500 level as well. Let's do that. Let's see what comes in. And you know what, Pat? A nice round number is the $1,000 level. Let's open that up.
I love the $1,000 level.
The $1,000 level. I'd like to see about 50 people. Oh, you know what? Here.
And you know what, Brett? I think people are engaged. They're looking at their texts. They're giving through their texts. They're filling out those forms. They're being generous. They're pushing themselves the way that our staff, our parents, our students have pushed themselves this year. It's been a tough year. And I think they're trying to help us bring this money back to 2020.
Yes. 2021, right, Pat?
Well, 2020 because the money was stolen. There's a crime there, man.
Yeah,
we got to make up for it.
There is.
Wait a minute. We got a little, okay. I think I see, may I say your name? I know your name. May I say your name? You want to remain anonymous? There's someone who just raised her hand.
I see it.
Up to you. If you give me a thumbs up, I'll call it out. If not, if you give me a thumbs down, you'll remain anonymous. Let's see, right there. All right, so we got an anonymous donor, and that donation will come in shortly, so I'm excited to see it.
Pat, we're doing super well, okay? We're at $68,784. Walter Toro gave $520. Jim and Cecilia Klein gave $1,000. Yes,
Yeah,
scream.
I
That's
like
what
the
I want to
energy.
hear. I
Let's
love it.
clap it.
Who gave the 5,000 that I needed to sing?
Oh, we're at
Uh-oh,
77,000.
we're at 77,181.
The thermometer will say 77,000 as soon as we get to production team. Let's get that thermometer
Hey,
to go
let's give it up for the
77,000. All right, guys, we're $3,000 away. Can I hear some clapping?
Yes. Yes. Come alive, folks. Ma'am, you know what, Pat?
All right, and you know what? Jason Elder, wherever you are, thank you for that $5,000 donation. Thank you so much. Let's get up for Jason Elder.
What?
And little shout out to my advisee, Max Elder. I don't know if you're watching, Max, but keep it up with the cross country and track runner. You are the man, and you're awesome. Thank you, Lori and Jason, for the donation. Let's get up for the two of them.
Yes.
And for the whole family.
Hey, we have more coming in. Emmanuel, we're coming for you, buddy. Okay, we are right now only, actually it's 15, actually the math has just changed. It's roughly, Pat, do that math. You're the math guy.
So what math do you want to do?
How much are we short right now?
We're just
$825 now,
exactly.
Pat. I got that one.
Around $900 short. We can do this.
Hold on.
Right, we got another donor right here. Let's get a runner. Where are my runners at?
Where are my runners?
Runners, we got one guy right over here.
Let's get some donations going.
We're just starting
pledge right here.
Oh man, these guys, we should have gotten cross-country runners,
We
man.
should have got, I want them to see their shoes on turbo.
You know what, Brett? We're going to have to call on the cross-country runners. Maybe Coach Eagle can bring his A squad over here.
Yes.
In the meantime, it's all good.
We are roughly,
What we got.
get this, Pat. Okay, I need everyone to start making some hardcore noise right now. We are, how did our thermometer?
I don't know what happened, but we're down to 77,000 now. Maybe someone pulled the pledge or something.
No, obviously there's some more time travel happening right now. Hey, you know what? We're back at 77,000. 25. All we need is another 27. No, 20.
We need 3,000, Brett. Or
Oh,
3,000.
okay.
But you know what? Where the heck is Lord Conform? He has stolen our money. I saw it. It was at 79,000 and then it went down. But we got Jason Elder maybe? He's coming up. He's coming up.
Oh!
What happened?
Okay.
All right, we've got our 2 donations. It's from someone else, but Jason kindly brought it up to us. Thank you, Jason. And may I say the name, Jason? You give me a thumbs up or thumbs. All right, so everybody, let's give a round of applause to the Anastasi family for a $2,000 donation.
Great job. And Gladys, where are you, my dear? Gladys is right back there. Gladys Davis, not Davies, Davis, I should say. Thank you so very much. Yes.
By the way, she's Cuban and she speaks Spanish, so I'm going to say, Gladys, muchísimas gracias donde estés por tu generosidad y a toda tu familia. Let's give it up for Gladys Davis.
Muchas gracias. And I'm going to tell you this, okay? I'm going to tell you this. They are also the proud mother and father of Mark Davis, who is the production team, ladies and gentlemen, and they're doing a phenomenal job. Let's give it up for all the creativity and the production team. Mithium is doing a phenomenal job, aren't they, Pat?
Oh, geez, we are blowing this out of the water. Okay, I think we may have to come back for more.
We are going to come back for more.
We're going to come back for more. So, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. If your heart still says, you know what, I can give a little bit more, just hold on tight. We will come back for more. We've got a little appeal that we're starting. It's a competition where we're going to have 4 thermometers by hall. So, hold on to that. And then in the meantime, what you got for us?
I got an idea. One, we should definitely get this money back to Joe so he can set the universe correct and get Emmanuel back and save Northridge. We definitely should do that and then come back. What do you think?
100%, Brett. So where's Joe Egan? Let's get it for Joe Egan so he comes on stage. Joe Egan?
I've been right here the whole time.
Oh.
So
Joe,
what do you got for me?
So Joe, I've got some money. You know, I'm going to get off from this little microphone and I'm just going to give you this money, all right?
Oh my gosh, Pat.
So this is for last. This, Joe Egan, is to recover your job, first of all, because I want you to say
I really appreciate that, let me tell you.
And then also so that we can get that money back for Northridge from the stolen money from Lord Conform.
All right, folks, I'm on a mission. I'm gonna go save Northridge, I'm gonna go save Emmanuel, and I'm gonna save my career!
Who stole our money? And what's going on? What is going on?
Pat, I gotta give you this money.
Who are you?
I'm the admissions director from the future.
What happened to Rob Ray, though?
Rob Ray's still at Northridge, don't worry. I took over for him, and you gotta take this money. This is the money from the 2021 Dinner at the Ridge. If you take this money, everything should go back to normal, I think.
Okay.
Nothing. I really thought something was gonna happen there. Get a call. Emmanuel, are you okay?
I am more than okay. I am perfect. Perfectly conformed. Now it is your turn. Come join us. Conform.
He's been brainwashed.
Who?
Emmanuel. He's a student from the future. I gotta go save him.
This is crazy.
Gun for malicious.
Emmanuel, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. Let's go back to the real Northridge.
Mr. Egan.
You must conform.
You're too late. You're going to need more than that to stop me.
We know. And we brought some friends. Unite! Unite!
Time to pay for your crimes, Norm.
Yeah, Norm.
We did it, Emmanuel. We did it, we saved Northridge.
Thank you so much, Mr. Egan, for saving me. And I'm sorry if I tried to make you drink that Conform Kool-Aid.
It's okay, man. Sometimes, you just get brainwashed and go to an alternate universe and try to drink some Kool-Aid. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Oh, well, Northridge is restored. We should probably get back to some entertainment. I mean, you never did your skit. How about you and Brandon come up? Sound good?
Yep, that's a great idea.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, I really mean it this time. Brandon Vasilino and Emmanuel Loberanes.
Tonight, we will be going over the basics on how to take your wife on a date again. Clearly, some of you need it. However, to do that, we will go back in time to your very first date. Obviously, due to quarantine, you may have forgotten that very complex evening. It all started when you arranged to pick up your then girlfriend. When she opened the door, you looked like that. So the first crucial step is not to look like a complete idiot when you first see her. Now, after remember that today's your anniversary. Yeah, that's right, your anniversary. It is vital to say how pretty she is looking straight away. But don't overdo it like you did the first time. At this point, you were introduced to her parents. Attitude was all important. However, you were too casual. But don't be too keen either. Once in the car, There are various ways of driving. If you drive like Mr. Lechner, you might lose her respect. And if you drive like Mr. Marsland, you probably should have taken a taxi. Before long, you'll arrive at the restaurant. Before you get out of the car, please tell me you did not take her to McDonald's. Okay, good. Now you can get out of the car. And escort her to your table. Then tuck her into her seat yourself. And attract the waiter's attention. Selecting from the wine list is important. Your complete ignorance last time was very obvious. When the bottle arrives, there's much to be made in the tasting of it. Trying to impress her, you try to be professional. With eating, you must be sure not to embarrass her and yourself. Again. But don't eat too slowly either. Maybe that McDonald's meal doesn't sound too bad after all. Next is receiving the bill. This is a very important moment. You must be sure not to lose your cool. This is right. And what you did was wrong. Of course, she may offer to pay for herself, in which case you should refuse. For a while. Next stop is a fashionable discotheque. Once inside, you might look slightly strange if you try and talk over the music, like last time. So to not embarrass yourself and her, just stand casually and try to look hip. This is good. This is better. This is starting to be misguided. After stance, dance technique is most important. If you danced like last time, no. But don't worry, most people don't know how to dance, and so do too little. Some people dance as if there's something up their bottom. And other people dance as if there's something coming out of their bottom. When all's said and done, it's probably best not to dance at all. A well-mimed sporting injury is useful and a good excuse for leaving the discotheque. When it strikes 10 p.m., it is time to head home. But there is still one last thing you need to do to truly end off the night. You take your wife's hand, look into her eyes, and gently say, "Honey, can you wake me up at 8 tomorrow?"
Hey, give it up for Brandon and Emmanuel. Hey, Brandon, you know, you look kind of familiar. I don't know I don't know where I'm getting that from. It's like deja vu or something. What's up with that?
Yeah, no reason. No reason at all.
Huh. Okay, well, Emmanuel's free, Northridge is saved, just like my career. And folks, we're back to celebrating. It's time to celebrate. And one special treat in celebration here. Father Rocky once wrote our famous Northridge fight song. And I don't know if any of you know alumni Charlie Romano. He did a little remix of Father Rocky's fight song with the help of our students and Tommy Chile and Mark Davis sitting back. So now enjoy Father Rocky's fight song with a twist.
We're going out.
To do our best today.
We're gonna play. We're going out.
To do our best today.
We're gonna play. We're going out to do our best today. We're gonna play with all our might. When we win as a team. And when we're down, we're gonna fight, fight, fight. We will be loyal, brave, and true. Ours will be victory. Together we will win, together we will fight. We are the Northridge Knights.
You rah 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 Northridge Knights. You rah 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 Northridge Knights.
We're going out to do our best today. We're gonna play with all our might. When we win as a team. And when we're down, we're gonna fight, fight, fight. We will be loyal, brave, and true. Ours will be victory. Together we will win, together we will fight. We are the Northridge Knights. Together we will win, together we will fight. We are the Northridge Knights.
Rah 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 Northridge Knights. Rah 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 Northridge Knights.
Yeah!
All right.
Yeah!
An awesome fight song.
Run, Northridge Knights. I love it.
And you know what? It was really fun putting this together, Brett. I was with a lot of the guys, including Sean Flood, Andrew Brockmeyer. Let's give it up for the seniors, 2021. Let's go.
Put your hands together.
So thank you. Gratitude goes out. Sorry about that. Gratitude goes out to the seniors and everyone who helped us put together this fight song video. James Spingola and Sean Flood, Andrew Brockmeyer, the varsity basketball team. And speaking of Spingola, I just wanted to say, and I found out after the Fund a Need, that the Spingolas gave $10,000 for the Fund a Need. Give it up for Peter and Maura Spingola. Peter and
guys.
They're friends of mine, personal friends of mine, and I'm so grateful for your support. I'm personally grateful. I know the school is grateful for your support. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Peter. So now, Brett, we have a little new thing coming up, man.
We do. Let's start a new tradition.
Shall we?
Yeah.
All right, all right.
You guys want a new tradition?
Raise your hand if you want a little tradition.
Hold on, Pat. You guys need to do better for me.
I know,
do
guys.
You guys want a new tradition after the fight song? Let's go. You want a new tradition here in Northridge.
Let's give it up for our hall leaders. All right. Let's go. There we go. Andrew Brockmeyer, Sean Flood, Jack Arnold. Who else we got here? Show yourselves. Joe Rudolph here just visiting. And then Matt McKenna. We've got, let's see, show yourselves. Tomas Acosta, Tommy Smith, Michael Monet, and someone else behind you. Joe Rudolph, I call him. So give it up for all these guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Give it up again for them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so all of you are in a hall, or if you're friends of the school, you may not be, but raise your hand. Let's start with Paladin. Am I okay starting with Paladin, just to get a show of hands? Yeah, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, raise your hand if you're in Paladin Hall.
I want to be in a hall.
Okay.
Paladins are right there. I see them in center field.
Okay, here we go, here we go. Raise your hand if you're in Cavalier Hall. Anyone?
Cavalier.
So again, Brett, everyone here who's got a son or is a staff member or is, I think past parent, at least from 2009 to now, has a hall, was inducted into a hall. So raise your hand if you're in Vitus.
That is a little bit better spirit. I was expecting these halls to have a lot more spirit than what they have, Pat. Let's see some spirit.
Let's go. I think, you know what? Our servers probably haven't been taking rounds, you know? They haven't been you know what it is, Brett? I think I know what it is. And ladies and gentlemen, probably you at home, you're like jazzed, you're going up and down from the couch and stuff. You know, our crowd here is still getting ready, you know, for coming out of COVID, so I think that's probably part of it. But hey, they're great. You know, they've been so generous. So as long as they're generous, man, I don't care how hyped they are.
Maybe we'll go back virtual next year. What do you think?
No, come on. I love seeing my friends
Just
here.
kidding.
So anyways,
we're together.
Great.
Again.
We'll match your energy. So here we go. So who here is in Vitus Hall? Raise your hand if you're in Vitus Hall. All right, there we go. That's pretty good. Cool. So all of you either have a hall and know it, or you don't. And if you don't know your hall, I can tell you what team you're going to be on based on alphabetical order. So if you don't know what your hall is,
give him some knowledge, Pat.
All right, here we go. So if you don't know what your hall is, and your last name is from A through F, you're going to be in Cavalier. So A through F, you're going to be Cavalier. Again, if you don't know what your hall is. If your last name is G through K, you're going to be in Paladin Hall. Let's get a little Paladin Hall going. There we go.
Paladin.
All right, and then if your last name is from L through Q and you don't know your hall, you're going to be in Rittervon. So let's get some Rittervon action going.
Rittervon in the house.
And then last but not least, and I do want to give a shout out to Owen Coleman, who wasn't able to make it, but he really wanted to. He's umpiring tonight, so he's the head of Vitus Hall. So R through Z, if your last name is R through Z, you're going to be in Vitus Hall, all right? Give it up for Vitus.
Wait, do that. Hold on. Do that one again.
Wow, that was a lot of activity there. So in the meantime.
Who did that? That was phenomenal.
So the other thing, Brett, is that I'm going to explain how this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to have 2 ways to give. So it's going to be a little similar to Fund a Need, but not completely. So you'll be able to give through text to give. And we're going to explain that right up here. So if you want to give via text to give, which is only one of 2 ways, you're going to be able to send a message to 41444 with your hall's keyword. So if you're in, let's see here, if you're in Vitus, it's going to be Hall V. If you're in Rittervon, Hall R. If you're in Paladin, Hall P. And then if you're in Cavalier, Hall C. So if you want to give via text to give, then you can do it this way. Now, if you want to remain anonymous, you can just write anonymous instead of your name. So you will text the keyword anonymous and the amount, because we will be showing up all these donations on the thermometer. So just a little heads up on that. And then the other thing is, if you want to donate multiple times via text to give, you can just do that multiple times. The hall that gets to $15,000 first will win a little wristband. Here we go. Can I get a little zoom action here? There we go. All right.
Okay, our next portion, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be something very special. You know what's better?
Oh, I forgot to tell them, Brett. So the pledge form. So raise your hand if you got a pledge form on your table. You got pledge forms there?
Everyone's got pledge forms.
Did you get those delivered? Because that's the second way to give. So we want to make it as easy for you as possible to give. Come on. We want generosity coming out of your ears. So we put some pledge forms on your table. So raise your hand. Do you have pledge forms there on your table? All right, they're being passed out right now. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Leslie and Laura, let's give it up for the co-chairs of this event, Leslie and Laura Bennett.
Great. You know it's better, Pat, than one thermometer that is completed?
Talk to me.
4 thermometers that will be completed tonight. So, Pat, let's tell them what actually this portion is going to be raising funds for.
It's going to be for my new Lamborghini. Yeah! Woo!
You find Pat and I on a beach somewhere in Miami, you'll know.
I don't think people like that. Okay, let's move on from that. Okay, so actually, we're going to be remodeling the buses. I mean, tell me if you play baseball or your son plays baseball, those buses need some LTC or TLC, sorry. Right,
TLC,
Joe? Right?
TLC.
TLC, tender love and care. There we go. So those buses 100% need some TLC. We don't have a picture of them, but if you play for the baseball team, hey, we got Andrew Brockmeyer, class of 2021. He wants to say something. Here we go.
Hold up. Hey, I don't see the Paladin number moving at all, but hold up. Let me just fill you in on something about Paladin. Being Paladin,
all we do is paddle to win, okay? So let's get those numbers going up. Let's get those numbers going up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
There we go. You heard it from Andrew Brockmeyer. He's the head of Paladin. He just finished his senior year.
Let's do this. It sounds phenomenal. How much are we going to do per hall? 15,000 per hall?
Yep, so as it says up on the thermometer, the hall that gets to 15,000 first will win. And let's carry on with this thing. I think everyone's got their pledge forms. They're eager to donate, eager to get that thermometer to go up, get this little awesome bracelet. Should I keep going?
What are we going to call it?
I don't know, maybe the Hall's Heat or something?
Hall's Heat, race theme. I love it. I love it. Let's call the post, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to start this here momentarily.
Yeah, so it's Hall's Heat. I was thinking has a nice, there we go. Little horse racing theme, you know, it's not bad. So, you know, whatever. But we are going to get started pretty soon. So I think everyone knows how to donate. You've got some pledge forms if you want to give via that. If you're at home, text to give is the way to give and make these thermometers go up. The winner will get a special bracelet. So I'm going to count down from 10 to go as we get this Hall's Heat competition rolling.
Pat, and this is for, you know, if you're at home, you can text to give, no worries. And you can text to give if you're in the room as well as use your pledge form. We appreciate it. We miss all you at home. I know you're watching from around the country and around the globe. We miss you, and we thank you for your continued support of Northridge Prep.
Yep. And I know, ladies and gentlemen, you want to hang out with each other. So this is the last part of our program. We'll get this wrapped up. We'll get you the winner, and then we'll go hang out with each other. How's that? Yeah?
What do you think?
Father Black is smiling over there. How's it going, Father Black? He's ready to go, man. All right, so
Paladin is.
All right, so I'm going to ask our hall leaders to go put the flags back. Let's give them a round of applause for their.
Okay.
All right, and I'm ready to go with the countdown. Production team, are you ready for countdown? All right, I think they are. So, is anyone confused about this? Raise your hand. Are you confused?
Hopefully everyone is. I'm going to get down with everyone.
Dan Christopher's confused. All right, go settle his matter. Dan's a buddy of mine. I was at his farmhouse the other day. Go settle his matter. Let's see what's going on there. He's confused.
Who's confused?
What's the question he's got? Dan Christopher right over there.
What? Which house are his children in, Pat, he says?
Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see if I can look it up for him real quick. Got you covered. Brett, say something while I'm looking this up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, yellow pledge forms, everyone's got them at their table, correct? Show me your hall. Let's get the thermometers up there and get ready, because I'm going to, once we fire in. Anybody else have any questions as far as which hall they might be donating to? You know what? You can have it. You could.
All right, Brett. I got the answer for Dan. So your son is in. Both of your sons, Javi and Joaquin, are in Vitus Hall.
Vitus, team.
Mom is always right. Give it up for moms. Let's go.
Exactly, sir. Dan, you messed up by not listening to your wife the first time. We could have solved that. Just Dan, thank you. Anybody? We have our Pat.
All right, here we go. They want the countdown, Brad. Let's go. Let's start the countdown. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off, ladies and gentlemen. And they're spinning around the turn, and they're into turn one. Let's bring up our thermometers, and I'll tell you, I've got my first sheet, and it will be entered in. But right now, in the lead.
Whoa! $16,000!
Whoa, we have Paladin at $16,000. Don't worry. Hold on, I'm right here, Pat. It must have been like the Kentucky Derby. Something obviously must have happened. It was supercharged in that race. But you know what? We love the generosity.
Dude, that was insane.
It
Whoever
is
did
insane.
that was
okay.
crazy. That was
very,
crazy.
very cool. Well, you watch the screen, and I'm going to kind of
Let's get a second place, Brett. Let's get a second place.
First place is obviously Paladin. Where's Paladin? Oh, where are all my Paladin folks at? That was a quick
Andrew
race.
Brockmeyer, let me ask you to come on up because you guys are the winner. But come on, guys.
Everyone's going to get their
everyone
bracelet.
can get to 16,000, 15,000 that is. Right,
Pat,
Brett?
Yes. You know what, Pat? Now we're going to do the race between the three. Vitus, Rydervan and Cavalier. Now we're going to go for our second place. And in the lead right now we have Vitus Hall at $3,181.
Come on, Dan Christoffel. I mean, Vitus
Hall. We
Hall.
have more coming in. Let's go. Who are you rooting for, sir? Who are you rooting for? He doesn't know. We have some undecideds in the crowd tonight as far as who they're voting for. Get those yellow slips and let's donate. Give from the heart. Text to give. It's as easy as that. And these thermometers are going up. And you know what? Paladin is still going up. It's at $16,086. And Vitus as at $3,181.
And Brett, I'm going to give a couple shout outs. So thank you to the Kip family from Paladin Hall. Let's give it up to the Kip family for a $10,000 donation.
Pat, you said it was going to be competitive, and it certainly was competitive for a very, very brief moment. But we still have work to. Hey, you know what? Vitus is picking up. They're in the lead for second place at $5,681. And let's show your spirit, your Hall spirit, ladies and gentlemen. And let's fill out some of the pledge forms down here.
And Brett, let me just say something. Sorry to interrupt, but ladies and gentlemen, we would really, really appreciate if we can get to that $60,000, we would really, really appreciate it. Because then that means we can make those chapel renovations. We can also get those buses remodeled. It also means we can get those classroom beautified. You know, it's all for your sons and our people here at Northridge. So we ask you to go above and beyond. I know this is like a second collection, right? It kind of feels like it. Come on, let's just be honest.
That's okay. Honesty is always the best policy, Patrick. So, you know what? We're doing great. They're doing great.
And Brett, I got a $5,000 donation from a hall that I actually don't know. So carry on, and I'm going to look up the hall for this student.
We have one hall is going to get $5,000. Folks, which one do you think it is? Father, which hall do you think is going to get the $5,000? Father, he has an inside track, and he thinks it's Rittervon. Okay, we'll see. Okay.
I got the hall, Brett. You ready?
Yes.
So this $5,000 donation from the Carter family, from Gene Carter, is for Cavalier Hall.
Cavalier Hall is now in the lead, folks. It is so competitive. So Cavalier Hall will be at $8,395, folks. The generosity keeps coming. I got a feeling the people at home are going to, Paladin, we see the flag, and now it's going to be for Cavalier, it will be $8,395. You know, Vitus is right on the tail, and it's at $5,721. Rydervan is still doing well. Still doing well.
Brett, you know what's going on? I think people are just, winding down. We're going to have a party after this. We're going to get the band to just jam out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, they'll get there. I know there's a lot of you out there who had maybe a little, cash from the, what do you call that thing that came through from the government? I can't remember, man. But anyways, some of those checks, I guess, relief packages and so on. And I know you are going to be generous with Northridge because Northridge has been generous with you, and we are going to get to that $60,000 level.
We will get to $60,000. I feel completely confident that we will get there. Right now, if do the math, Pat, how much are we? We're probably about 50% there or a little bit better, right? We're about $30,000.
We're at about $32,000, so we're halfway there.
You know what?
We'll
Maybe they need some motivation. Maybe they need some motivation.
What do you think? What should we do?
Well, he painted our faces last year. What do we have this year?
So we did get a little equestrian costume. I mean, I could potentially, if we get to 40,000.
I can confirm there is equestrian costumes out back that are your sizes. That's a guesstimate, but I'm pretty sure they're your sizes.
All right, so we've been told that there is some horse racing costumes out there. So
folks,
if we get to 40,000, what should we wear? The jersey, Brett, or what?
You know what, Pat? At $30,000, once we get two of these halls complete, and once we get Cavalier, I'll put on the jersey and the helmet, okay? When one hall finishes the 15,000, so we have one done, I'll do the jersey and the helmet.
All right, that's cool. So
okay.
You're going to do it now or what, Brett?
Well, once they give the 15,000. So Cavalier's got about, you know how good I am with math, folks. It looks like the new math. How much is it, sir? It's $1,100. $1,100 in yeah. So, who wants to give it?
All right, I think I see Cavalier going up to 13,000. So how about when they get to 15, Brett, we will get that jersey for you?
Let's do it.
And hey, if you're in the winning hall that's at 16,000 and you want to contribute for that $60,000 full amount, we're not going to deny that. We're not going to say no to that. So
hey, you know what? Let's give them an update on our main thermometer. What do you think right now? Because it went up after we left and we started our Hall's Heat, our new tradition here at Northridge.
All right, here's what I think we should do, Brett.
Okay.
So people can be generous throughout the night. It's not a big deal. We can let this thing keep going. We got a winner.
Absolutely.
We'll get those bracelets, right, to the winning hall, and then we'll call it a day. How about that, Brett?
I think that's it, but we have to bring out somebody very special to wrap this up.
Who do you want to bring up?
The man, the myth.
Joe
Egan!
Let's
All
go,
right.
Joe.
All right. I just want to say, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, how much it means to me as a former student, alumni, and now teacher, how generous you all are, how much you're giving back to this community, who's working so hard to fulfill the mission of building noble young men of intellect and character who love God. I want to give you all a round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been an awesome night. Thank you. And with that, I think it's really time to celebrate, unless, yeah?
I'm going to tell you something. We're going to come back and we're going to check on this throughout the night. So,
okay, great.
So we're definitely going to give updates as donations and generosity comes in.
Sounds good. We need some live music, everyone. That's going to kick off the celebration. And a reminder before we get to the live music that we have auction and raffle items in the back. And I just heard from Mrs. Foreman over there that more auction items have just gone up due to popular demand. I can't tell you what they are, but I can tell you that there's more items to bid on. So with that, I'm going to hand it off to Mr. Ricobarro and the Northridge Band to take us home. Let's go, John.